when I'm walking through the woods, I just am mostly admiring. It's constantly teaching me stuff. And what I get to see too is how resilient and durable and incredibly wonderful trees and wood are. Okay, now making guitar now. You take the good, take out the bad. Kind of funny. I hear that from a lot of people. How are you gonna make a guitar out of that? When you have a bandsaw, you can do anything. You can change the world. Okay, so we're clean. So finding wood, there's two ways. There are times where people will just come to me and go, I have a piece of wood. Would you like it? And then there's the salvaging material, and all of a sudden you make a discovery and you find something usable. I'm already trying to take materials that were almost harvested either in another lifetime or have fallen naturally over time. I might even just cut that off here. Save me some. It is called ironwood, so it'll save me some weight from carrying it. Got some centipedes in there. So you know it's organic. Got the best organic free range wood. Organic centipedes. Oh well, that's a problem. Deceivingly heavy. Lives up to its name. It's amazing because I didn't realize how much people connect with the story. I think it makes them feel like this isn't just something that had no thought put into it. Every piece is chosen for a reason. How do you connect to it, right? Like, I know some people like the idea that I'm building with Manitoulin material because they don't live here, but they either would like to or have this connection to it, and they take it with them and they feel that. And that's interesting to me, that they connect to a place through an object. Sometimes just knowing where it comes from helps build that story, you know? And that's what I've realized when I'm talking about a tree that got hit by lightning and was abused by cattle, and we found the limb lying on the side of the road, and it ends up on a guitar that's next to a shipwreck, that's next to an old black walnut. It's interesting to hear how every piece has its own individual story. The whole story is the instrument itself. Everything is a build up to the final moment, and the end result I find very interesting because it can often be underwhelming. We all have our different process, right? And so I'm sure people can get there on their first string up, but I always have to do a little bit of final tweaking. And it's in that moment that I kind of get humbled. There. Better? I'm tired of loosening the fucking strings. It's a little subtle thing. Not bad. Pretty happy with this one. There you go. Guitar. Cut! These things that what I'm making are essentially born out of thin air. And it's interesting to think like a small seed over 1,000 years can lead to the making of a musical instrument that could actually, change people's lives and not even that have an impact on the world. We think about some of the songs that have been written, and I think about some of the guitars that they've been written on, and it's because of these ancient, ancestors of ours, I guess, is a good way of putting it. To me, that's where it becomes a little more spiritual. It's taken me until recently to realize all the necessary things that it takes for us to have a musical instrument. It's astounding.
I was in love with you well before I knew it meant more than just wanting to be with you. I used to look at other girls that looked like you. The laws of nature said forget it, son, but at least that's what somebody told me. Well, I worried about it a little bit, and that's all. Well, I dreamt that you were Joan of Arc, and I was Don Quixote, and everywhere we went, the world was tinfoil, and I gave up dreaming and became a priest. Put it right out of my system, and I worried about it a little bit, and that's all. Well, you used to play the guitar, you worked in a country band, you hung out down on the riverbanks on Sundays. Your brother was my closest friend, he drove a pickup truck. He used to bring me home sometimes from high school. Well, I was 15 the very first time love broke completely inside me. We were young and learning about it together. I had enough of what we thought we'd need, of those well-known secret fables, and I worried about it a little bit, and that's all. Well, I heard you lived way up north and your kids are fighting plenty. And I haven't seen your brother since the way last Easter. If every other girl in the whole wide world was just a little bit more like you, I'd worry about it a little bit, and that's all. And you used to play the guitar, you worked in a country band, and you hung out down on the riverbanks on Sundays. Your brother was my closest friend, he drove a pickup truck. He used to bring me home sometimes from high school.